our band names before were not very.
They were not.
Yeah.
What was it? It was
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Shaky tambourines.
Shaky.
Well, I know at least for me, I've always been involved in music of some sort, whether it be musical theater or learning guitar and then dropping it for a while and then picking it back up over the quarantine there for a school project is kind of what started me back into it. And ever since, I really haven't been able to stop. So.
That's nice. What do you guys?
I mean, for me, my whole life I've been surrounded by music.
Yeah.
My family's always loved music. My dad played guitar in a band in the 80s when he was younger. My brother plays guitar and a few other instruments. He played like drums at a talent show when I was like 8 years old, and I thought that was like the coolest thing. So I was like, I gotta try that. Then I did it for like a few weeks, and I was like, not my thing. But then right, 2019, I got way back into it, and I've been stuck on it ever since. One time I was just chilling in my room, and I saw when I was younger, I was like really into like Elvis, and I saw him like freaking playing, and there was like a girl shouting. I was like, that's pretty cool to get into. I'll do that.
So, I'll give my version of the story just to keep things unified. But essentially, what happened is I do recordings and things at 3rd Street Music in Hamilton, Ohio. And we do a rooftop concert series. So a band called GA20 was in town. I was helping set up for them, and there was another act called M. Ross Perkins opening, and one of a mutual friend, although we didn't know each other at the time. His name was Jared, and I was talking to him, and he was moving out of town, but he's like, I've been jamming with these two guys, which were not these two guys, but him and another guy named Henry, and so I went over to his basement. We jammed. They had found Kelly. He had auditioned for guitar, but then picked up a bass. So he became the bass.
Mitchell was like, "Dude, you play bass?" And
I was like, I remember we met Kelly by accident. Some guy. I think I put on my Instagram story like looking to start a band. Like someone hit me up if you play anything. So
I was surprised you didn't know Nathan.
I did know Nathan.
Friends?
I knew Nathan for a long time. Not super well, but a guy named Nathan hit me up and was like, hey, I don't play anything, but my brother is friends with this guy who wants to play guitar with someone. And I was like, okay, like send me his Instagram. And the Instagram was someone named Kelly Deli. And I was like, okay, Kelly, sure. So hit him up, and at this point, me and our buddy Henry were already jamming. And I don't know if I was jamming with Jared at this point, but I don't know if he moved already. But it was me and Henry, and we were looking for a guitar player or a bassist. And so we hit up Kelly, assuming his name was Kelly.
Yeah, for some reason.
His name is not actually Kelly.
No, it's not actually Kelly. Well, the thing was, like, I was in a FaceTime group chat or something like that. It was like with this other guy named Henry and him. And so he told me, do you prefer Kelly or Isaiah? And I was like, I don't really care. Just tell me what you remember me by. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Yeah.
So, and then I was like, and he just forever just called me Kelly.
And then I was introduced to him as Kelly, so he's Kelly. He's
I
Kelly.
told you, Kelly, dude, we never knew that was Isaiah for a few months.
I said on the Instagram thing, I was Kelly.
Yeah, Isaiah. I was so confused, but Andy was getting out of hand. But he auditioned for guitar, and he asked like, "Hey, can I pick up one of the basses on the wall?" And I was like, "Yeah, go ahead." Picks up and just starts like ripping on the bass, just going nuts. And I was like, "I'm sorry, I know you're auditioning for guitar, but do you mind playing bass instead?" And he was like, no, it's whatever.
It's whatever. I don't really care. I was desperate to just join a band.
Yeah.
Because I told my friend Nathan, yo, this is the year. I'm gonna join a band. I want to do it. I'm gonna make one. Doesn't care with who. I'm just gonna do it. And then they're like, yeah, what do you do for bass? I'm like, fine.
Yeah, so then, his family owns a record store called Three Feather Records, and they were doing their grand opening. So a show slot came into position, and Henry couldn't make it, but so I was doing some solo stuff at that point, so we put that together. Dravin and the Ravens was picked as like a joke kind of throwback 50s name, and then it just kind of stuck.
Our band names before were not very.
They were not.
Yeah.
What was it? It was
Out of
nowhere.
Out of
The
nowhere.
Shaky Tambourines.
Shaky Tambourines.
And I think there was another one.
What was it, like Henry and the Shaky Tambourines? That's right.
I don't
And
know if it was
now-
Henry.
It is Dravin and the Ravens.
So it's rock, paper, scissors, but our own person we picked versus each other.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a thing of a person we pick.
I'll pick my person.
You pick your
I'll
person.
pick my person first. I'm gonna do Ben Folds, the band Ben Folds 5.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna pick Nate Smith, the legendary Nate Smith. He's a drummer.
There you go. There you go. He's your fighter.
It's my fight. Elvis Presley.
Oh.
Why not?
Classic. All
Classic.
right.
Alright, go.
Well,
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of how to do this on the way over here. I guess we can go eliminated by each person, first person to throw down what doesn't win. You're out. So.
Okay.
I guess you need Mitch to
Okay.
start. We'll start.
Sure.
All right. Is it best two or three? Best two or three, or just go? Just go.
We'll do best out of 3.
Okay. All right.
that's gonna be rock, paper, scissors. Go on, shoot.
Yeah.
or
Go
rock,
on.
paper,
Shoot. Go
okay.
on. Shoot. Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ah, no.
Alright.
All right.
Imagine
All right.
taking Ben Folds and losing.
Man.
Honestly.
Alright, come through,
It's been
Elvis.
awkward 10 years. I don't know if that's true or not.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Boom.
Wow.
Nate Smith always wins.
We'll see.
Smith is one.
The king
Meet
of rock.
me in the freaking market. We'll see what happens.
We'll see who really wins a fight. Okay. I don't want to fight.
Yeah, I mean, and initially we actually did some like surf jams at first, and then again I had my solo project for a little bit,
Yeah.
and so it took off from that. But then his groovy bass lines or Mitch's kind of harder drumming style kind of came together, and it started to lead into what we have nicknamed groovy garage rock. So it became its own little thing. Yeah, I mean, for us right now, we're focused. We got an album in the works, so we're planning on getting that out sometime in the fall. And then just getting more established in Cincinnati and the surrounding area. We might be planning a little tour sometime, and just keep on trucking along, get ourselves established.
That we don't
My
suck.
mind goes back. What was it?
That we don't suck.
Fair point. For me, it always goes back and forth. Like, I love how we kind of want to keep a 70s inspired vibe to it. But
Well, we could say that, but we
Say
did
that.
make a mosh pit out of freaking jailhouse
That's
rock.
true. I mean, I think at the end of the day, really, it just comes down to having a good time, and the craft of songwriting, I guess.
We also do like a lot of like participation with the crowd too. So
Yeah.
we have like a lot of like mixing of like sometimes we do this with the crowd, sometimes we don't.
At the end of the day, putting on just the most entertaining thing we can
That's
for,
really the
for the
basic,
people like
yeah.
you.
We are Dravin and the Ravens. I'm tired of being a puppet on your string. Thank